Yo, what is up everybody and welcome back to another Madden 25 online game. Today we got the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and right away we get a fumble on the opening kickoff. Lucky as hell, but I'll take it. Why not? So we get the ball ready like near the red zone on the fumble. So usually you don't get that unlucky to start of games, and today we are playing Lost and Unbound, who is a YouTube commentator. He does some 2K stuff as well as some Madden, so if you want to check him out, his link is in the description. He's got about like 75k subs, or 7.5k subs I should say, but he's been doing pretty good with the channel lately. He's got a lot of good stuff up, so you want to check it out, and yeah, anyways, for the most part in this video I'll be talking about what my predictions are for week 17 in the NFL, because it's gonna be a wild week. There's a lot. I think there's only like 3 or 4 games that don't have anything on the line as far as playoff seeding or just making the playoffs or go home. And this Colts game it's more of a seeding game. This game is just, as we dropped the pick there, it's more of the Colts could potentially move up from the 4 seed if the Bengals and or Patriots lose. Anyways, we'll start off with the Steelers and Browns. I do think the Steelers could pull off that game pretty easily. I think the Browns, they're probably not going to want to win that game too much because they wanted to get a low draft pick. They're obviously trying to rebuild, and they're all about the draft. So they're probably going to try to get the highest draft pick they can by losing the game. I think the Steelers are just better than them straight up. Just a little bit, though. The Browns could hang in there, but I do think the Steelers win. Redskins and Giants, that's one of the irrelevant games. I think my Giants are going to win. Ravens and Bengals, that's one of the big games this weekend. There's 3 big games, I would say. Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Eagles, and Packers and Bears. And those 3 games should be, well, 2 of those games should be good games. The Eagles game shouldn't be because the Eagles are going to blow them out, which is my prediction, by the way. Eagles blow out Cowboys. Sucks to see Romo get injured, but that just means the Eagles are going to have a pretty easy road to the playoffs. I just don't think the Cowboys can put up a fight without Romo. With that defense, you get Foles out there, you get Shady McCoy putting juke moves on those guys who can't make tackles. It's over. It is over as Lost and Unbound gets the field goal here to tie up the game at the end of the first quarter. But back to the Ravens and Bengals game. That game could really go either way. Just like the game that they played earlier in the year when the Bengals got the Hail Mary there and almost won. I think it could be one of those kind of games too, because the Ravens, they play that kind of style. The only thing is the Ravens got completely shut out against the Patriots, and that kind of scares me. Kind of scares me to pick the Ravens here. I had the Ravens winning, but I'm just not that confident as I was in them before. They kind of remind me of the way the Giants played last year. The Giants, they were still in the playoff race late in the season, but then they just had these bad losses to the Falcons and the eventual champion Ravens late in the year. And that's kind of what the Ravens are doing right now. They had one of those really bad losses against the Patriots there. They probably should have lost the Lions game, but the Lions are just a mess. And I don't know. I would take the Ravens, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Cincinnati won, and won by like double-digit points. Houston and Titans, that's an irrelevant game. We're not even going to do that. Jets and Dolphins. The Dolphins, if the Ravens lose, they're next in line to take advantage. As by the way, we're playing pretty sim in this game. We were both punting the ball a lot. You'll see, I even punted like a 4th and 1. So, you know, we were both playing some. It was fun to play that kind of stuff because usually people don't do that. But me and LNU, we have mutual respect that we're gonna, you know, play each other straight up. So that's what we did in this game. But back to the Jets and Dolphins. I actually had the Jets winning this game. Believe it or not, I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins. I mean, I like Tannehill in close games. I'm just not sure they're going to be able to get there to play a close game. I think the Jets, they're going to want to fight, you know. They have a little bit of fight in them. I mean, the Dolphins defense could potentially shut down Geno like they did earlier in the year, and I could be completely wrong, especially on the road. Geno on the road hasn't really been too good. Those receivers, the whole offense has just been a mess on the road, besides the run game, kind of. I don't know. By the way, look at this nice pass he makes there. Only to get a big hit there by Ball. Just completely decks Hayward Bay to the ground. Which is unfortunate because he made great, like, precision up there, whatever. Made great pass, but unfortunately he fumbled the ball there. And we get our second fumble recovery of the game. So we're getting some good breaks early on in this game here, up 10-3. But, yeah, I mean, the Dolphins could easily beat the Jets. But I don't know. I just have a feeling the Jets pulled the game out and just kill the Dolphins' chances of making the playoffs. So, you know, that's that. Lions and Vikings, that's another irrelevant game. I actually had the Vikings winning that game. You guys might think the Lions will win. But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. The Lions are just, they're just losers right now, man. They're just losers. Megatron is like 50%. Stafford's probably going to throw like 2 picks in the game. That's his usual serving. Picks in a game. But, yeah. I don't know, Lions are just a mess. Panthers and Falcons. I actually had the Falcons winning this game. I had the Panthers losing it, which, you know, opens up the door for the Saints to win to the NFC South, which I do have them winning against the Bucks. So I would have the Saints coming back and winning the NFC South. I don't know. I feel like Atlanta would fight a little bit at home. It's Tony Gonzalez's last game and stuff like that, you know? Matty Ice, he played good last week against San Francisco. That's a really good defense. Carolina's a really good defense. I think they could, you know, just beat Carolina straight up. You know, Carolina's already in the playoffs, and they're going to be fighting hard for the division. But I don't know. I feel like they're going to get caught a little bit off guard by how hard the Falcons are going to be playing in that game. Which is my prediction. I could be wrong. I'm making a lot of like bold predictions here. I could be wrong on a lot of these. Let me just remind you guys, I'm not working for ESPN or anything. I'm not an expert. These are just my personal opinions. You can agree or disagree with me in the comment section. As I usually say, people usually disagree with me, but I've been okay so far predicting. I think I've been right more times than I've been wrong. But at home I do have the Saints winning against the Bucks. Bucks are a scrappy team, and they might keep the game close, but I don't know. Just Saints at home, I just wouldn't pick against them, as my dude Scott unfortunately overthrows the route. But we do have our boy Matty Ice here. This is the real Matty Ice, by the way. That Matt Ryan you saw Monday night, that was not the real Matty Ice. This is clearly the real Matty Ice I'm playing with right here. And I mean, this game is only a one possession game, but I'm not too worried right now because I have Matty Ice on deck. So that's all the 1 o'clock games, I think. Actually, the Saints game is actually a 4:25 game, but anyways, next game, the Patriots and Bills. I have the Patriots winning that game. I think they can win that game straight up. And, you know, once again, I got to say one more time, the job Brady and Belichick are doing with that team on offense and defense is hell of impressive, man. I don't know there's another combination of quarterback and coach that could do what those two are doing with that team right now. You know, maybe you say Peyton Manning and stuff like that. As far as any coaches, I'm not sure any coach could do what Belichick is doing with that team right now, you know? And one more time, that's why they are Hall of Famers. And here we go for the field goal here in the snow. We made our first one, but we're a little bit short on the second one. I couldn't get enough power on it, and I don't get that to go. But yeah, Bills, they won last week. They killed the Dolphins almost, but I just don't think they could beat the Patriots in Foxborough, where I'm not even sure the Patriots lost yet this season at Foxborough. If not, they only lost like one game. Anyways, Seahawks and Rams. I think the Seahawks win this game. It's probably going to be another one of those games that the Seahawks pulls out of their ass that they almost did against the Cardinals, but I don't know. I think the Seahawks, I don't think they're going to lose 2 games in a row at home. I think they're going to be, you know, they're going to make sure they're not going to lose 2 in a row at home to the Rams, you know. I mean, Kellen Clemens in Seattle, I'm just not sure about that. Then again, you know, Carson Palmer in Seattle, Mike Glenn in Seattle. Mike Glenn almost pulled it off, and Carson Palmer did. Well, Carson Palmer threw 4 interceptions. He had a defense. I'm just not sure the Rams' defense has what it takes to stop the Seahawks. Even though they are a good defense, they're just not the Cardinals' defense, which might be the best defense in the NFL. And I do have the Niners beating the Cardinals next up there. And it's very unfortunate because even if the Cardinals do win this game, there's still a good chance that they don't make the playoffs. And it's just very unfortunate. They're going to make the playoffs, and a team like the Ravens or the Chargers, those two teams have been, you know, butt cheeks. One of those 8-8 teams is going to make the playoffs, and it just sucks that one of them are gonna, because it's just the Cardinals have been playing so much better. But that's just the luck of the draw, unfortunately. Especially with the division the Cardinals are in. Even if the Cardinals were in the NFC East or NFC North at least, they'll probably be winning their division. They're that good. You know, even the Rams would probably have a better record. They were out of that hellhole NFC East, or NFC West, I should say. But I don't know. It sucks to see the Cardinals play that good, because they're playing so good this year. For, you know, they're not exactly the Seahawks as far as talent wise, or the 49ers, but they're playing as good as them, especially lately. And with Carson Palmer at quarterback, who isn't exactly having a Pro Bowl season, they're still getting this done. Palmer threw 4 freaking picks last week, and they still won against Seattle. What does that say about their defense? You know, that says a hell of a lot. As we're doing spin moves out here, 2-minute warning hits, 4th and 8, and I'm like, I can't kick that field goal there. I already tried to kick a field there, did not. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to put the game away here. I get the first down, I put the game away. I should have thrown to Jones-Drew instead. I throw it deep to Mercedes Lewis, and it gets intercepted. And that interception kind of bailed me out there, because I would have probably he got backed up like 20 extra yards. And as we go up, I'll talk about the rest of the like 2 games left in a sec, because right now things are getting a little bit epic here. He's got a chance to win the game straight up if he gets a touchdown. Field goals do nothing. He's got 1 timeout, and end zone bound right now. He's trying to do all he can. Andrew Luck rushing for a first down. 2 plays later, 2nd down and 5. Trent Richardson up the middle. He gets a first down. He's at about midfield right now. Minute left, trying to put together a drive on his slants. On him, but he still throws it to T.Y. But T.Y. cannot get both feet in bounds. 2nd down and 10. He runs a screen pass to Trent Richardson, who almost gets the first down at the 43-yard line. Time running, 3rd down and 1, but he cannot get the first down. And now game on the line on 4th down and 1. He runs it up the middle, and Trent Richardson gets it and gets injured, and he loses his last timeout. So 30 seconds left, 40 yards, no timeouts. Can't loss and unbound, do it. He's trying to get it all right now, but Ball ends up with the interception. I believe that's Allen Ball who comes up with the game-clinching pick, and we come away with this win. Obviously, I played a sloppy game. This wasn't my best game, and you know, there's a few things that I did that I just screwed around with. He played pretty good defensively, and plus I was just doing some nonsense. In the end, we do come out to win. Good game to loss and unbound. It was a close game. Very defensive game. We do come out to win, thankfully. And back to the few games that are left. Actually, yeah, Broncos and Raiders. I have the Broncos in that game. I'm not going to say too much about that. I think the Broncos win. Manning gets like an extra 2 touchdown passes. Doesn't play in the 4th quarter. Raiders defense sucks. Chiefs and Chargers. I actually have the Chiefs winning. Not the Chiefs, the Chargers winning. I'm not sure how much, you know, Jamal Charles or those kind of weapons that the Chiefs have are actually going to play in the game. I think the Chargers could just win at home straight up. So, you know, unfortunately for the Chargers, if they would have won a few of the games they blew early in the season, they would be in the playoffs. They beat the Broncos and stuff like that. They're playing pretty good now. Probably better than any of the other teams, the Steelers, Ravens, or Dolphins they're competing against. But they're probably not going to make the playoffs because if one of the other teams wins, they win. They lose out, I think. So, sucks for them. And the Chiefs, they're probably just going to chill, ride into the playoffs as a wild card and hope for the best. And the final game is the Packers and Bears. I had the Packers winning. I'm on the Packers bandwagon. Well, not the bandwagon. I'm not a Packers fan or anything like that. But I'm riding them right now to get something done in the playoffs. I think they could get in. And I think, you know, Rodgers, Lacey, the defense could potentially turn it up a little bit in the playoffs. And even if they don't, Rodgers could probably milk a lot of clock on the ground game with Lacey and just doing Rodgers-like things, getting first downs and stuff like that. So I think they could do that against the Bears because Rodgers against the Bears defense, whatever, I'm not even sure to call that a defense or not, whatever the hell the Bears are on defense, you know, I just can't pick against Rodgers against the Bears defense. As much as I think, you know, Rodgers just coming off an injury, might be a little bit rusty, I can't pick against an elite quarterback against the Bears defense. I just can't. The Bears, they got a good offense and stuff like that. Packers don't have a good defense. I just can't pick a decent quarterback against that Bears defense, you know? They're just that bad right now. No Tillman, no Melton. They're just a mess. So, that's my predictions. That's the game. Hope you guys leave a like on the video if you enjoyed all that. Subscribe for more Madden 25 online games. And I will catch you guys next time.